There we go. Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. I can't resist being silly. What can I say? Welcome to the latest online memory afternoon. My name's John O'Cassin. I don't normally introduce myself, and I'm glad you're with us. Hopefully, you're going to have a nice afternoon. What have we got this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen? What have we got? Let's just adjust this. You're seeing not enough of me and too much of my mess. Here we are. So this afternoon we have, of course, regular features such as the retro raffle. We've got a video from Marina Florence, who's going to be appearing next week. We have, of course, not biscuit of the week. That's having a little rest. We've got sweet of the week. It's the sweet of the week. We have a special guest, ladies and gentlemen, a rather, fanciful gentleman. I've seen pictures of him today. He is very fanciful and he's also very talented. The wonderful Adi Johnson will be appearing with us in a short while. That'd be nice. And we've got a little hello from Jan the Nan. Jan the Nan. She's having a little hello, audio only. We've got the poem of the week by Jeanette and all sorts of lovely other things. But first, let's bring my co-hosts on, if I can find them on the bottom of my screen. Hello, Jeanette.
Hi.
Hello, Tom.
Hello.
How you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Really good.
How are you?
I'm very well, very well. I like the way, Tom, each week you come from a different room in your house.
I'll try my best to confuse people.
It's location.
I like the way our heights are all kind of different.
Confuse myself.
Yes. Is it that way or that way? I'm not very good at that. Yes, going up.
It's Tom.
I have to sort of like be up like that, and that's a bit scary. You know, it's just because mine's on the top of a screen. Is yours on the top of a screen?
Your camera's looking down on you, John.
It is.
On the side, actually. On the side of the screen.
Yeah.
Over there.
Oh, you're on the side. Let it slide.
Yeah. So if I want to get up close, I have to go.
Whoa!
Yeah. Whoa. Step back, sir. Step back. I've got to get that banner in. You see behind me. Well, you see an M and an AF T. But to get those in and me. My wife's nan used to say that in photographs I take up a lot of the picture.
Oh.
So in recent years I've been trying to move away from that and have just a small interaction with the camera.
Larger than
Was
life.
that on purpose?
I'd
Trying
say.
to get in most of the picture.
Larger than life? No, I'm just a big chunk of a hunk of a chunk. Tom, you know.
Hunky chunk of a man.
Yeah, I'm not really hunky, but I am a big lump, is what I normally call myself. Hello, Brian. Brian J. Jackson's with us over on the chat. Good to see you. I hope people can get logged on. There were a few people that just contacted me in a mad rush, sent messages just before we went on saying that they couldn't get us to actually work, but it was I didn't realize how it could confuse people. It was actually the photograph on the head of the video page. It's got a play button in the middle, and people were pressing the photograph thinking it was wasn't playing. I couldn't hear. Hopefully you can hear us. I know Brian's with us, so that's something. He's not with us. He's not with us yet, but Adie's hovering in the background too. We'll bring him on soon. Very proud to have Adie Johnson performing live this afternoon. A good week, Tom, for you and Jeanette. I'll go to Tom first.
Yeah, it was sort of very nice. Weather up and down a bit, isn't it? You know, a bit of rain, which is quite nice in a way. I quite liked it.
Yeah, I like sun in the day, overnight rains. The veg love it, you know.
Yeah.
Yourself, Jeanette?
Oh yeah, always good.
Always
Working
good.
hard, gardening hard,
Gardening hard.
drinking hard.
I party hard, no garden hard.
I played guitar a little bit this
I
week.
can't
which is
see
nice. That makes a
Jeanette.
change.
You can't see Jeanette.
No,
How
Why?
strange is that?
and I can't hear Jeanette, so I might.
Oh, really?
I
We
might
can't
just.
bounce off each other then.
He's done that on
Well, I
purpose.
don't
though.
want to
That's-
bounce off Jeanette. I don't, you know. She's a bit
Cheeky
skinny.
monkey.
She's a bit skinny. I'm not sure she bounces very well.
Yeah. It's
I
I
nothing
disguise
other.
that well then.
Shall I sort of quit out and then?
Yeah, you can
Done
take
that.
yourself off. I'll take you off the screen.
Yeah.
There he goes. Me and Jeanette will have a chat whilst I say hello, Chrissy. Nice to see you nice. Hello, Michelle and Anne. Yeah, not
Hi,
bad
everyone.
week. I think when you ask people what you've been up to, you know, there's still a lot of people in lockdown. It's not loads to report, really.
Well, I got up really massively early on Tuesday and took my daughter. I drove her right into London to St Pancras,
Oh.
and get her there for like 8 o'clock in the morning to get a train to Belgium. So she's nowhere near lockdown. She's with her boyfriend in Belgium now.
Oh,
So for a whole month.
for a month. Well, I hope she has a lovely time.
I think she probably will, and it means that me and my sister can have peanuts in the house now.
Oh, because of her allergy.
Yeah, so we're gonna have peanut butter on toast every day.
Crazy people, you and your sister. You're already quite crazy.
know.
Hello, Helen. Wow, Jono, what a shirt. Well, one tries, my dear, one tries. I was saying to Jeanette and Tom, I'm just trying to tone it down a little bit this week. Should we get straight into it then? Yes, let's.
Yeah.
So the memory subject this week that I'd like you to think about, if you've got any memories of, is your favorite food any time in your life, really, or the strangest thing you've ever eaten. It's an afternoon show, so keep it clean. Favorite food or strangest thing you've ever eaten. Have a think about that whilst we play the retro raffle. It's the retro raffle, and it's coming to your screen. It's coming to your screen. It's the retro raffle, never has been seen. It's the retro raffle, and it's coming to your screen. Oh yeah, it's coming to your screen. Retro raffle, Facebook Live. Yeah. There we go, the retro raffle. We're back again with the retro raffle. As I say, hello, Karen. Lovely to see you on the chat there. Thanks for joining us. So you've joined us just at the right moment, Karen, because there's some lovely prizes coming up on the retro raffle. As always, Jeanette will know we've got 3 questions, and for each of those questions, you can win a virtual prize. These are just for fun. We can pretend that you're going to get them, but then you won't. So the first one, which is an all-time classic, I'm told. It's a prize. Oh, I'm getting a little bit emotional thinking about it. It's the Demis Roussos album on vinyl, original.
Oh,
Forever and ever and ever and ever, I'll be the one. Do you remember that one, Jeanette?
I do. Do you know what? He looks almost normal size there, but my recollection of him on top of the box was a little large.
Yeah,
he had a tent, not
he
a
did have a tent.
shirt.
But I've got to be honest, I'm going a bit demist of late because I can't stop eating.
Lockdown lardiness.
Yeah, that's why you're high on the screen. I'm low on the screen. You're slim. I'm quite low because
Is that
I've
your
got a bit.
belly weighing you down?
Yeah, forever and ever. It really is. I don't know about other people because we're sort of still pretty much in, what do they call it, voluntary lockdown here. Pop out like to take the dog out or whatever. But I'm beating my lockdown blues by going to the fridge, basically.
Yeah.
And I'm doing it later in the day. My wife does it earlier in the day, eating, and I do it later in the day. And I just love food. I don't know if everyone's the same. Are you the same out there, lovely people?
No, I've got somebody coming round for dinner this evening, and I can't believe that I'm kind of going to all this trouble because Lorraine and I cook every day, and it's just normal stuff. But tonight I'm doing roast pork with crackling. I'm doing dauphinoise potatoes.
Dauphinoise, I can't even spell that.
I know, and ribbon vegetables, courgettes and carrots. And I'm even doing a pudding. I don't do puddings. I'm doing poached pears in red wine and spices.
Damn, you're so 70s.
I know, right? No, that'd be prawn cocktail and ham and pineapple.
Yeah,
surely.
cheese and on a stick. Sandra says she can't hear us. I hope that's not a long-term problem. I don't know why. We can hear each other.
I can hear it on Facebook as well. I've got my other screen on with it going, and I had to turn the volume off because that was interfering with this volume. So.
Oh well, I hope it's coming through to everyone. I know some people can hear us because they're not saying anymore. Hello, Irene and Colin. Nice to see you. Sorry about that, Sandra, aka Sandy. I'm not sure why we can't hear you. Yeah, Chrissy says this is boredom, Jono. I thought she was talking about the show. About eating, and she does it too. I'm not alone. Hiya, Jenny. Hello, everyone. I missed last week. Don't know what day it is. It's one of three things at the moment, Jenny. It's today, it's yesterday, or it's tomorrow. They just don't mean anything unless you are part of the mass of people that are going back to work. Or you're like Jeanette, who's very organised and always know what day it is.
And what time.
And what time. Tracy says, yes, I can hear you all okay. And my fridge is my best friend at the moment. I'm with you all the way, Tracy. Oh, my word. What's that all about? Hi, Brenda. She says, hi, Jeanette and Johnny, and she can hear us. And Rosanna Price. Rosanna, are you? No, that's the wrong song. Nice to see you, Rosanna. Hi, everyone. Good to chat again. Hope everyone is okay and well. Let's all keep smiling and be happy. We will do our best. We're here for a little over an hour and a quarter now. We'll do our best. But thanks for joining us. So the first question on the retro raffle to win that wonderful Demis Roussos album. If you cast your mind back, probably only till yesterday, but if you cast it back a little while, what is the name of the instant powdered potato product which was particularly popular in the 1970s? What is the name of the instant powdered potato product which was particularly popular in the 1980s? That's quite an easy one to start off, I think. Let's see what people say. Brenda's just smiling a lot, which is nice, but there's a delay. There's a delay on the line, isn't there, Jeanette?
Yes.
Jeanette's looking rather lovely today, and she's got a little combo where she's put her hair up like Victoria from the High Chaparral, which is nice. Yes.
Manolito.
Yeah, Manolito. Yeah. I'll be Manolito, like your brother, and you'll be my sister Victoria. There's John. There's Big John Cannon. There's Blue over there.
Oh yeah.
And there's Uncle Buck. He's coming in.
Crikey, you've got a memory.
I watched that show with my dad. Right, Jenny, who is a demon on these quizzes. Jenny has got the quickest answer. She's gone straight in with Smash. She is right.
Hang on. It's I don't know if my
are
comments
in
a different order.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just looking
on
my phone, and I've got messages coming in. I've got Michelle. So
You have got Michelle. I'm
and
just
then
checking.
Tracy, and then Jenny,
I'm
and
just
then Brenda,
I'm just checking with my quiz adjudicator under the table, under the desk there.
and then
Right
Sandy.
down there. Yeah. They're also saying that it's Michelle was getting it, but because I announced Jenny, well, according to Facebook, the first person that got it was Tracy, Michelle, then Tracy, then Jenny. Ah, yes. So what we're going to do, we're going to go, Jeanette's right. She's our sweep adjudicator. So we'll go with hers. But what I'll do, because I announced it and I called your name, Jenny, we're going to be sending you all some smash. It might not arrive. And if it does, it will be at least 10 years because it's going by the Royal Mail. I will send it off to you, Jenny, Michelle, Tracy. Although I've never heard of Cadbury's smash. Was it Cadbury's?
I don't know.
Cadbury's.
For mash,
Get smash. And they had the kind of Dalek-y things, didn't they? Not the
yeah, well, little flying saucer heads.
flying saucer
Actually, do you know what? Talking of smash, sorry to go off tangent. Like
Yeah,
I always
go.
do. Sorry about that. A couple of years ago, I did some dieting with Slimming World, and there are other diet things available, obviously. But that's what I went to. And some of their recipes to try and reduce calories in kind of normal food. One of them involved smash, and I had to go and buy some from Tesco. Other supermarkets are available, and it was to coat chicken, because who doesn't like chicken in breadcrumbs? It's just lovely. But breadcrumbs are not the thing in Slimming World, so you coated with this dry potato stuff, and it was really nice. And who'd have thought that in the 21st century I would be buying smash?
I know, you're crazy.
I know.
Have you got any coming up from your dinner party tonight?
No, I'm going to have dauphinoise potatoes tonight.
Oh, no, dauphinoise.
It's not a dinner party. It's just somebody coming round.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, dauphinoise.
Date night and all that.
No, I've actually got it down as a show on the thing. It's Bachelor's Smash. I don't know if it... Brenda says Cadbury Smash as well. I'm all confused, I am. Well, I tell you what.
I'm going to Google this.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you're all gonna get some smash. We're sending it. It might not arrive, but there we go. You get the Demis Roussos album, Forever and Ever and Ever and Ever. I'll be the one. Something like that. All right, see you later, Demis. I'm going to send you some smash as well because we got it on sheet. We bought a bulk lot. We bought a bulk lot. It's got a date on it as best before 1978. So, you know, it's safe, isn't it? Safe.
And it's all bachelors on the internet.
Yeah, it's all bachelors. I suppose if you did...
Hang on a minute. Just 1 second.
Yeah.
Smash is a brand of instant mashed potato in the United Kingdom. It was launched in the United Kingdom in the 1960s by Cadbury, which was primarily a manufacturer of confectionery at the time.
There we go.
This is my wiki. And then, so yeah, maybe bachelors and Cadbury are connected. I don't know.
If you're never sure, ask the people. The people are always right. Always right.
Wiki.
Well done. Congratulations. Right, we've got another one coming up. We've got another question. Let me find the prize for you. I've hidden it here somewhere. As we're talking about food today, which I'll return to in a moment, we've got one of these lovely dishes. It is a gorgeous dish. Now, this dish consists of a banana, and bacon and cheese. So, you know, you're getting one of your 5 a day and 2 of your others. I don't know what Slimming World would say about that one. But this was a very popular dish back in the day.
Was it?
Yeah. Well, according to the internet. But I thought...
In your house? Yeah,
in my house. I did think to myself, I don't think I've ever seen this before. That'll be a nice prize. So, anybody, if you don't want to win this, you might not want to answer the question.
What course would that be at dinner? Is that a starter? Is it a pudding?
That covers all the bases. That's the starter, your main, and your dessert right there. You think about it.
Sometimes when you go around to people's houses, if they've got a barbecue or it's a bit of a safari supper, I think they call it, and you take a dish to somebody's house.
Yes,
imagine
that. Imagine someone brought that to your party tonight.
What is this?
You're gathering. Oh. What am I meant to do with that? Quick, put it in the kitchen, hide it under a tea towel.
Pop it in the dog.
Put it in the dog. I ain't got a dog. Get a
I've
dog.
got a dog.
Peggy is watching. Hi, Peggy. Where's Tom? He's gone on safari around his house. He likes to operate in different rooms, Brent, every day. And by the looks of things, let's bring him back on. He's moved room again. There he is.
Hey, back in the bedroom.
You all right, Tom?
Yeah, can you hear me all right?
Yes, we
Yes.
can hear you. That's good. Oh,
Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. I
Good.
can see you as well.
he could see you.
Brilliant.
Well, just a quick hello to Morag. We're missing you, Morag. Missing you, Sandy. Helen Frogget. My mum loves that banana and cheese dish. I thought she'd made it up. Did she really? Oh my word! Get a photo of your mum. Let's get her on next week. We need a photo of her for show us your mush.
Tom, did you see that dish? Did you hear what's in it?
Could Helen actually make it? Maybe she could make it for next week. Send some in.
A photo's enough, Tom. A photo's enough. Brent,
There's like mustard on the top. This is horrible.
I don't know. I'd have a taste.
Brenda
Would
thinks
you?
it's American, sweet and sour together.
Yeah,
Anyway,
okay.
let me get to the question. As we're talking about food, more of that in a moment. Can you name one of the food
Hi,
products
Brenda.
Ambrosia, the brand Ambrosia, are famous for making? Can you name one of the food products Ambrosia are famous for making? While you get your fingers working on that, our subject for anyone that's just joining us this week, our memory subject is your favourite food over time, anytime, or the strangest thing you've eaten. And we'll talk more about that in a moment or two. Your favourite food or strangest food. Helen says she's never actually made it or eaten it.
I think
I
you
can't
should.
imagine someone has. That's
I
just
think
made
you
up.
should, Helen.
Helen's going for the answer. It's quite close. I don't know if it's, it might be allowed. Creamed rice. I should check my Facebook connection. Yeah, she's the earliest. Chrissy says rice. Sandy says rice. Tracy says rice pudding and custard. Jenny says rice pudding. I don't think we're going to have enough of this dish to send out, are we? Michelle says rice pudding or custard. However, we don't want the prize.
Don't blame her.
And Helen eats that dish on the screen way too often.
What never would be way too often for me.
Exactly. So what I think we'll do is all those people that got it right, you are right, of course. Ambrosia are famous for making particularly rice pudding or custard. Both of them together could be quite nice because they're, quite nice in a tin. We'll send you all a little bit of that dish. Yeah, because we know you want it. It will come in an envelope. It won't be wrapped.
Michelle doesn't want it, does she?
Well, yeah, we send it to everyone except Michelle and Anne because they don't want it. Everybody else who got the answer right, I've got your addresses. I know where you live. We'll be popping that round to you. It should arrive in about 2033, but it's good for another 5 or 10 years after that. Anyway, there we go. That's that. Helen says no, the rice. Sandra says no, keep it, lol. Check out Sandy with her cheekiness. I like it. Right, for our last prize, I've got to find it on the screen. Here it is. This is a special vehicle that that we've happened to come across. It is a Ford Escort, of course. It has had 17 not very careful owners, and I'm not sure if it runs at the moment. But, anyone that wants a project, this is a lovely car. I believe it was made in the 1970s, and it goes and doesn't go and goes and doesn't go.
Is it still in Dagenham?
It's in Dagenham.
Dagenham, isn't it? That's
Yeah,
where they made them, isn't it?
Yeah, straight out the factory in Dagenham. It's parked on an off street in Dagenham.
It's still there, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I say off street, it's more of an industrial complex, as you can see from the photo.
Yeah, look at the cars behind it. They're all really lovely.
They are. Look, there's a Range Rover, Land Rover, Range Rover thingy. Yeah, well, this one is lovely. To people of a certain ilk, this will elicit a tear upon their eye, Jeanette.
Yeah.
You know, of fond nostalgia.
Oh, I couldn't tell if it was an Escort or a Cortina. I got them muddled up.
Yes, Cortina.
Is it
Yeah.
definitely
I was
an
too
Escort?
young to
'Cause I
drive
can't-
throughout the
I
whole
can't-
70s. So
I think it's an Escort. Let's just call it an Escort.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could be wrong. If I am wrong, tell me on the thing. Jenny says, "Don't worry, John. I don't get your prizes. I didn't get the soap weeks ago. Could be because you haven't got my address." That is true, Jenny, but I did say it might take about 10, 13 years to arrive because the services we use.
She's very, very impatient, isn't she?
She's very impatient for her prizes. Jenny are being cheeky. Sylvia's, they're ganging up on us, team. Sylvia says, still waiting for a mangle. Got all my smalls ready to ring out. I know a man who will come round and ring those out for you, Sylvia. He can probably do it in about 3 weekends' time. So keep your diary free. Oh, and that Karen from Colchester Homes, the lovely Karen says that was her first car.
Well, that
How
actual
lovely.
car.
and was it an Escort or a Cortina then? Probably an Escort.
Was it an Escort or Cortina, Karen? She maybe can tell us, and she's in with a chance of winning it if she gets the prize right.
Escort, I reckon.
Michelle says, sorry, I'm talking to you and I'm looking down there. I'm looking at the screen. Michelle says, my brother still has an XR3i in a garage. Forward that address to us, Michelle, and we'll be over there straight away. And we're happy to put it as a prize. The question this week, the question this week is, what was the nation's favourite meal in both the 1970s and the 1980s? What was the nation's favourite meal during the 1970s and the 1980s? Give you a minute with that. Yes, Karen says it's an Escort. We were right, Jeanette. Who knew? We were right, Tom.
Old car.
Old car. I had a Hillman, Humber Scepter. It's my
Is that your
first car.
first car?
That was my
Mine
first
was
car.
a Ford Fiesta.
Check you out, full Fiesta.
Same colour as that Escort there.
Oh, nice.
In fact, probably just as broken up as that.
Yeah.
It was a gift. It was a gift.
I had a Golf.
I wasn't gonna
I had a
complain.
Golf in that colour. It's nice. What was your first car, Tom? Have you had a car?
No, I wasn't allowed. I was too poor to have cars. Jeanette keeps saying she's poor, but she has all these things: motorbike, cars.
I have to say that was my first car that was given to me. There wasn't a company car. My first car that I owned was a Ford Fiesta, that colour, and I was in my 30s, and it was a gift from a friend.
I was going to say Ford Fiesta. They're not that old, are they?
No, it was honestly, it must be late 80s, early 90s.
I had a mini, it'd either be a mini Traveller or a mini van. That was my first car.
Did they have pieces of wood on the outside? Was that a mini Traveller?
The Travellers did. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah,
I did
I
have
remember.
I had a mini van, which was quite good, where they'd taken the side out and put windows in.
Ooh.
And I remember going, I could tell you, well, I'm not sure I should tell you these stories because I might get prosecuted now, but
Oh, don't then.
so in those days, you could get away with quite a lot of stuff, couldn't you? And so there was about 10 of us went up to the university in the van, just piled in the back, just driving up there, no seatbelts or anything in those days. It was very nice, you could
Or
get
seats.
Yeah, all seats. And the other thing we did, or I did, was the Sheepham Road. Sheepham Road. You go down Sheepham Road, and then there's an underpass.
Yes.
I went down there in my Mini.
On the pavement.
Yeah, under the underpass.
Yeah.
And up the other side because they didn't have bollards then.
Did you
Oh,
think
goodness.
you was in the Italian job, Tom?
Yeah.
Were any people coming the other way?
No, there's no. I mean, it's quite late at night. You're out driving and stuff.
Good story. I'm going to go to the comments. Thank you, Tom. Sorry if I'm cutting you off. I think I got you there. You got there in the end, didn't you? crazy man. Tom's too renegade. We shouldn't ask his opinion, really. Let's see what the answers are. Sylvia's still waiting for a mangle. Karen had an escort. Tracy said the favourite dish of the 70s and 80s was fish and chips. No, it wasn't. Jenny Lithgow says roast beef. She's close. Chrissy says fish and chips. Helen says steak, chips, and prawn cocktail starter. She doesn't need to win the car. With that answer, you're not going to win it anyway. Sandra says fish and chips. Tracy had a Hellman Super Mink.
Hellman mayonnaise car.
Hellman mayonnaise Super Minx. Morag goes fish and chips. Sorry, we jest and we joke with you, but we love you. Morag says fish and chips. Brian's not far off, really. Says Wimpy. Wimpy was a place to go, wasn't it? Knickerbocker Glory. Oh yeah, we used to like
Knickerbocker Glories. Yeah.
Brown Derby they used to do, like a ring donut with chocolate on it.
Yes,
I remember that.
Nobody's got the answer. I'm just checking on Facebook. Nobody's got the answer, and I haven't seen it yet. So as I want to get on, I'm going to tell you the answer, and that means nobody wins the car, even though Jenny's getting close. Or should we? No, I'll tell you what. I'll give it a minute. And I'm going to.
Guessing.
They're still guessing. There's a time delay because we're via Steam. I'm going to find the video that I'm going to play you. I'm going to say hello, goodbye to Tom and Jeanette. Take them off the screen for a minute, just because next week we have a special guest coming up. You know her. Our regulars will know her very well. The world out there should know her. One of the best voices out there, actually. A lovely lady. Here's a little video of our guest from next week. It's Marina Florence.
While she gets set up, wonder if you can put your hands together for the wonderful Marina Florence.
It's getting very warm now. Anyone else warm? Lots of heckling now, which is very good. I like a bit of heckling. So this song is called The Moon, and this is the reason, partly probably because I know Jono, because he managed to get this played for me on the first playing ever on BBC Radio 6, which is a bit of a coup for someone who's 56. You know, sometimes things take a long, long time, and but anyway, what difference does it matter what age you are, as long as you're happy? So anyway, this is called The Moon. Here I stand, how small I feel, just me and the moon and the stars. Just me and the moon and the stars. My own little piece of the sky. In you I confide. Just me and the moon and the stars. Just me and the moon and the stars.
Marina Florence, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for Martin for editing, for filming it, and for me for editing it. That was actually our live show at Colchester Arts Centre 5 years ago. That was, even though we've worked with Marina lots since then. Yeah, that was a while ago. Marina will be on next week. Her voice is just bewitching. I just find, just takes me to a place that's called happiness, that's called relaxed. She's wonderful, isn't she, guys?
She is. I love her voice. It's like warm chocolate melting on you. It's just lovely.
Yeah. So she'll be on next week. So do join us. Tell your friends. 1 o'clock every Friday we're here until we say we're not. Let's get back to that question because I have to say on my where is it gone now? I've lost it. Is Tom being cheeky while I'm looking away?
Yes.
Tom being cheeky. I have to put Jenny Lithgow, who is the new queen of the quiz scene, of the retro raffle scene. She is the person that I thought got it right. A roast dinner, a Sunday roast would have done, but a roast dinner was the nation's favourite meal in both the 70s and 80s. And actually, when I ask people now, when we do our memory afternoons, what meal would you like the most? That probably still comes out top, doesn't it, for a lot of people? Oh, I do like a roast. Lovely. Well done, Jenny. You will get that vehicle, but you won't get that vehicle. It's just for fun. Thanks for taking part. We're going to ask you the first thing. I don't know if you all tuned in at the beginning, but the question we had. Thanks for getting that right, Jenny. Did I say that? Yes. Did I say that, Jenny? Thanks for getting that right. Thank you. Getting that right. The memory we asked you to think about today was food, glorious food. What's your favourite food? What's your favourite old-time food? What do you like now? What is the strangest thing you've eaten? Tell us that, people, in the comments boxes, because we'd like to hear. While you ponder that, I will ask Lord Tom of Hardy. Tom, what's your favourite food or the strangest thing you've eaten? Tom Hardy, thank you.
I was thinking about strangest. I don't know if it's strangest, but there's most of us, maybe it is for us. Calves brains.
Say that again.
Calves brains.
Calves brain. Oh, calves brains.
Yeah, it's probably like the strangest, maybe.
Calves brains.
Yeah. You
did that.
Yeah. Sorry, any vegetarians about?
Moving on. Do you know what was your what did you used to like to eat? Thanks, Tom.
Well, until I was about 18, I didn't really eat vegetables. I wasn't very keen on veg. Yeah, I know, but I made up for it since. I eat everything now, apart from offal. Don't eat offal. But saying that, the strangest thing I ever had, I was taken out to a very posh restaurant. It was upstairs at the top of the Hilton in London, the very, very top restaurant. I can't remember what it's called, just, top floor restaurant at the Hilton. And I was, everything was ordered for me, and it's quite posh. And this plate, great big plate with this little thing in the middle, I didn't really know what it was. And I just ate it, and it tasted really nice, and it was lovely. And I went on to other things and ate it all, and most of it you could tell what it was. But that first thing had a really beautiful flavour and really creamy and lovely. And I found out after it was called sweetbreads. I had no idea what that was. Oh, it was lovely, sweetbreads. It didn't taste bready, but well, maybe. And it turns out it was some testicles of an animal.
It's an afternoon show.
I know. But it was, and it's just, it was delicious. I've never had it since. And I probably wouldn't. Now I know what it is.
Yes. I've never had that.
No.
I've always been a bit finicky with food, and I was thinking to myself, what strange food I've eaten. I haven't eaten any strange food, but I do remember after school, when I was in early secondary school days, I went to a friend's house after school with him in Hackney, and his mum says, "Oh, what soup do you want? We've got vegetable, oxtail, blah blah blah, tomato." I always like the Heinz vegetable soup. Other brands are available, but I always like the Heinz vegetable. And then she said, "Do you want some Wotsits in it?" What? She said, "Do you want some Wotsits in it?" And I kind of like, I sort of like must have been in thinking about it for about 30 seconds. I said, yeah, oh, I have some Wotsits in there. So she makes the soup, and then just on top, she sprinkles a few Wotsits. I think she was ahead of the game in the 70s. Like, you know,
Posh
they had,
croutons.
yeah, it's
really posh
pre-croutons. And it was quite nice, actually.
70s croutons.
I don't know if I've ever done it since, though. I did the other week have a crisp sandwich in the 70s revival,
Lovely.
which was really nice. I actually added a bit of cheese and then went cheese and onion crisps. Outrageous, outrageous. What's it? Let me see the questions coming up, the answers, the thoughts. I can't get my words out today. Jenny says she likes baked Alaska. Oh, baked Alaska. What's that then?
That's
Is that fresh Alaska in the oven? Brown the top? I don't
ice
even know
cream.
what it is.
ice
I've heard of
cream.
it. What is it?
It's a roll of ice cream covered in sponge.
No, it's covered in meringue, isn't it? Baked Alaska.
Baked
I
Alaska.
thought it was sponge.
I don't
Oh, I
know.
might be wrong. Oh, I'm thinking of Arctic roll.
You're thinking of Arctic roll here.
Same era.
I thought it was a fish thing.
Fish.
Yeah,
Baked Alaska.
yeah. You know that fish, Alaska, always
Fish
swimming
finger.
around.
Fish finger in a sponge roll or something.
Yeah, it's baked fish in a sort of
Pastry.
pastry. Perhaps Jenny can tell us what it is. Chrissy likes my shirt. There it is. There it is. Bit of sleeve.
Oh, it's just the yoke that's patterned. I thought your whole shirt was patterned.
No, no.
Wow. Oh, that's added a whole new dimension to that.
Sexy. Everything about you so sexy. Right.
He's bringing sexy back.
Yeah, I'm not. But thanks for alluding to that. Sandra just covers all basics, and she says she likes all food.
Yeah.
And then she adds after, not liver.
There you go. Same as
love
me.
that.
I eat everything except offal.
Morag's got a fog leg. Fog legs.
What?
What?
Fog.
Oh, frog legs. Frog legs.
Just missed the R.
She missed the R.
There's not much taste to them. Yeah.
Jenny says crocodile in Australia. Don't want to upset any animal lovers, but she ate crocodile in Australia. Frog legs was the strangest. Oh, there's Jenny. Baked Alaska is cooked ice cream. Yes, on sponge with fruit and covered in meringue. Dead easy to make. I think one of you, who was that? Jeanette was right. Or
I said sponge, but I thought I was
Was
still
it-
thinking of an Arctic roll.
was it Tom that said the meringue?
Yes.
Is that the white stuff that sort of melts in your mouth?
Do you not
Egg
know
white.
what meringue is?
Egg white and sugar.
Have you not had meringue?
Yeah, I've had it. I don't like it. It gives, I come out with an aversion to it. If you bring the meringue to me, I'm sort of like, don't bring it too close.
Ooh, meringue.
That and yeah, if somebody came to me and they wanted to do a move and they were bringing meringue or marzipan, I would back away. You know?
I don't like marzipan.
Marzipan.
Yeah,
I
marzipan.
love marzipan.
No, it's just wrong. It just tastes wrong.
Marzipan definitely is wrong.
You know,
No.
orange and chocolate. Another one. Don't come near me with that. Don't come near
I
me.
told someone that last week. They gave me a chocolate orange. And I thought then, oh, I know who wouldn't eat this.
No, that's
And
wrong. It's just.
You're the only person I know.
Well, there we go. I like to be different.
You are.
Tracy says so. He with ice cream on the top of meringue and baked in the oven. Yeah. Baked Alaska. Yeah. Chrissy says, love it. Thank you. Please wear it one day at our clubs. Okay, when we're back, I will come along with my full-bodied shirt, yellow, just with that area. I will bring it.
Meringue.
A meringue.
I would wear a bead, like on string. I'll wear little beads, even for you lot, of meringue with a little bit of chocolate, orange, and at the back, so I don't smell it, marzipan. And I'd cover my hair. We're chatting too much. We're chatting too much.
Yeah. I like almonds. Don't like marzipan though. It's odd, isn't it?
Oh, I like it.
No, it's wrong. It's just wrong.
Do you like almonds though?
I love all nuts. Love nuts. Yeah, I
we
bought
know.
a packet.
We heard earlier about your love of nuts. Yeah.
Sweetbreads. I went shopping late last night and I bought a packet of ground almonds. I've never bought that in my life, and it's not to make marzipan. My sister had a cake made by somebody, and it was I think it was a chocolate cake, but it wasn't made with flour, and it was made with ground almonds and other stuff. And so I bought some so she could make me one.
Oh, lovely.
And it'd be gluten free, Jono. So
Would it?
good for the gluten free people. So I could socially distance send you some, and my friend Gary, you're my two GF buddies.
Yeah, sorry, Tom. Go for it. I'm just looking for AD. He's disappeared from the bottom of my screen.
Okay. I've just said rice flour. Have you?
Oh yeah.
Have you used that?
No, I haven't.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've used gluten-free flour with xanthan gum to try and make Yorkshire puddings, and they're very hard to make rise. But
yeah, I use it for making gluten-free bread sometimes. Rice flour. We better move on. Keep those thoughts coming in of what you've been eating, Battenberg and all the rest of it. Keep them coming in. But I should introduce our guest today. Just come back on the stream, so I'm going to grab him before he disappears again. It is like, let's just check he's out. 3, 2, 1, ladies and gentlemen, it's the wonderful AD Johnson.
Hey, hello.
Nice to see you.
Doing? Lovely to see you guys. Thank you for having me.
Thanks so much for coming on. It's a treat to see you in person. Because everybody don't see each other for a while with this lockdown. It's been months, hasn't it?
It's been crazy.
Yeah, your hair's getting a little bit long. When was the last time you had it cut like me?
Lockdown locks, yeah. I guess it was probably like February time or something.
Really? Oh, wow. I think it really suits you.
Catching you up, Jono.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Maybe I'll go for a longer phase now, I think, maybe.
No, you don't want... I stay with the same fashion. It's like it goes out of fashion for 10, 15 years, and then all of a sudden I'm back in for 6 months. But you're keeping well, AD?
Yeah, just about. Keeping sane, in a solitary kind of way.
In a solitary kind of way, yeah. Well, it's lovely to see you again. I think we're very privileged because...
Oh, bless you.
We are, because you're a brilliant talent. You're a crazy man on the guitar and your voice is immense. But also because people can't see artists now. They can't just go out and see a gig because I know in normal times you're massively busy, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, I was drawing up to a sort of holding back a little bit on the gigs anyway to focus on the next record. But yeah, I mean, I've done up to like on average sort of 50, 60 gigs some years,
Yeah, you're the hardest working man in showbiz, as they say. It's lovely to see you getting on. I'm just leaving Tom on and Jeanette on there. Did you have anything you wanted to say to that lovely man, AD?
I think you're fantastic, and you're such a good singer and such a good songwriter and such a good guitar player. You're the reason I picked up a guitar in the first place and started to learn to play. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, really special to me.
Before, yeah. Oh, that's sweet. Thank you.
You don't say that about me.
and you're both very handsome.
No.
Yeah,
it's all true.
It's all filters on here,
What's that, AD?
It's all filters on my screen.
Yeah. Jeanette's in the female Robert Redford vision. She always just put a little bit of Vaseline on the screen because she's so beautiful. But we can't cope with her beauty too much, so we just have to.
It's my soft focus because you can't have it too severe. It'll be different when I'm on holiday and I'm using my phone as a camera.
You know that, sister. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, and Jeanette and Tom, should we hand it over to AD and stop messing about? Stop chatting. See Tom, bye-bye. See Jeanette, bye-bye. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a very special guest. It is the one and only AD Johnson.
Now
what they say. Oh, these days you're living in a strange place. Each day grows longer without her face. Embrace those feelings and the city pays. Just follow your heart, not your head. Just follow your heart. It's what they say. Oh, these days you're living in a strange place. Yeah, nothing's quite what it seems. So just row your boat down the stream. Been hitting the heart an arrowhead. Been hitting the heart. It's what they say. Oh, these days you're living in a strange place. Oh, these days you're living in a strange place.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adi Johnson. Adi, that was lovely.
Thank
Really
you very
lovely.
much, sir.
Yeah, it's just so sweet. I think taking the lead from Jeanette, I think you're one of the country's best singer-songwriters. And seeing you again reminds us of your brilliance. I just think it's a lovely spirit you've got in your songs and you and in your voice. And I also love the tambourine player who's laying on your carpet.
I was hoping you were going to notice him.
Yeah, no, it sounds great. Actually, in terms of sort of like people coming through clearly, that's pretty good. The system we used, Be Live and Facebook, they do weird things with live stream and the music. So yeah, things will be a little bit fuzzy here and there. But it helps that you're brilliant at the guitar. But yeah, really well done.
Oh,
Thank
good,
you, mate.
Well,
Is it
nice.
weird doing it, AD? Is it weird sort of like
Well,
in front of a screen?
Yeah, yes, it is. This is the first time I think I've done anything like this. The first time I played in about 3 months as well, live, if we can call it that. But it is very weird. It's because I've kind of been a bit reticent about doing this sort of thing on my own up until now. But partly because the audience, it's like a symbiotic relationship you have with them, and you know, you get that you sort of thrive on the energy of the audience and and of course I'm just sitting in my room for a minute and I'm effectively, I feel like I'm playing to myself. I know I'm not, but you know, you haven't got that live engagement, which you know, which we're all missing out on at the moment. But you know, this is the next best thing, so we're lucky.
Yeah, I did think about, because I don't have a lot of space behind where the camera is, but I did think of putting a picture up of a crowd or something, just to sort of,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
like they're doing with football. I think they're even doing football noises and they're playing the
Oh,
crowd
they are, aren't they? Yeah.
games. Yeah.
I'll do
I
that
know.
next time.
But it's weird, but we're really pleased you're back, albeit in a small way on our screens. But that was really lovely.
Thank you.
We're going to pop off and have a little sweet of the week discussion. And if that's okay, we'll be back with you in a little while.
Brilliant. See you in a
Thanks,
bit.
Andy. Cheers,
Cheers.
mate. Let me get my co-hosts to the screen as soon as possible. There they are. There they are. That was lovely, wasn't it?
Oh, it's fantastic. I love his voice. He's such a nice person as well, isn't he? So I don't
Yeah.
know. So down to earth. I like
Yeah,
that.
down to earth. An amazing talent. We're lucky to have him. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Sweet of the Week. It's the Sweet of the Week. I don't know how we'll cope. It's the Sweet of the Week. So just vote. There we are, Sweet of the Week. So this week we've got two sweets for you. Let's find my pictures along the bottom of the screen here. What have we got first of all? Just going to mute the lovely Adi while he's just checking out the sounds in the background. Right, first up we have the Dip Dab. Anyone remember that one? Dip Dab. The Dip Dab is a package of sherbet powder sold with a lollipop. Yes, you lick the lollipop, you dip it in the powder, and you use it to carry it to the mouth. It was launched in 1940. I seem to remember absolutely loving this.
I thought it was called Dib Dab.
I thought it was called Dib Dab.
But Dip Dab does make much
Does
more
make
sense.
much more sense. Yes, I thought it was Dib Dab, but I think that's connotations to club culture, possibly, that I saw the other day. I was doing some research on this. It looks like we make this up as we go along, and we do, but there's features that sort of like, you know, you do a bit of research and you look around, you get photos, you look at what people have said about it. Not loads of history, but I think it launched in 1940, so it's been around, what is that? That is 80 years. 80 years. If anybody knows that it was called Dib Dab, I'd be interested. Did you try a Dip Dab in your time, Tom?
I did. Yeah. I sort of. They're all right. I quite like sherbet. I think. Again, you know, it's quite hard nowadays because I just don't eat sweets. Well, I eat sweet things, but I don't like sweets. I like a nice cake or something. But dip dabs, yeah, because I always thought they were Dib Dabs. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you think they changed it?
Maybe it's just like you used to say it really quickly, and it just got changed because people, you know, dip dab.
Yeah, like sandwich with an M in it.
Yeah. It just
Sandwich. Yeah.
it just runs. But yeah, quite nice in back in the day.
I couldn't find any bad reviews of the sweets this week, so they're on their own merits. They're not being put down; they're being put up. Dip Dab, do you remember eating those? While you think about that, have a look at the next one. Let me take that one off screen, and it goes against the sherbet fountain. So it's a big sherbet clash today. Barrett's sherbet fountain consists of sherbet and a stick made from licorice, which originally was hollow, and they've been sold since 1925. The Bassett's ones were 1950. They came out, and as I say, it used to have a hole through it and used to suck the sherbet through it. Only trouble was it would always go down the wrong way, and you would end up coughing and spluttering with your eyes watering. Great fun is what it says here. I can't remember where I got that from. I've got to add to my list of things that I don't like chocolate and orange together, marzipan and meringue. I'm going licorice. So I didn't go near a sherbet fountain because the licorice would sort of scare me. No, I just didn't like the taste of the licorice. People used to have licorice all sorts and that. I didn't like them.
No, I hate licorice all sorts.
It's my favourite sweet, licorice.
Is it?
Absolutely love it. Yeah. Like
totally
licorice
wrong,
all sorts.
isn't
Not the bobbly
Unbelievable.
ones, obviously. Not
it?
bobbly.
Can you just
Did you just take Tom off the screen, Jono?
No, he went off of his own accord. I could have been disagreeing with him. I'm just looking at the bottom of my screen for the console, and he's disappeared. I didn't touch him.
He's
I
switched
never
himself.
touched Tom. Tell us,
Yeah, this is what happens if you disagree with me about liking anything.
Jeanette, have you got some sort of power there where you take Tom off?
Yeah. You don't like licorice. You don't like almonds. You don't like chocolate orange.
But I don't like those. I'm
You're-
still here. But
Oh,
I've,
you're
got,
all right.
I've got internal power.
Yeah, you've got the controls. I
I've got the
haven't.
controls. Well, I don't know.
Just make
Tom's
it
long
you
gone.
I
Tom
wonder if
is
it's
re-
lost all internet or something at his house. I
It
don't
says
know.
Tom is ready to join the broadcast. I just got to find
Oh.
him. He should be at the end here.
Tell him I did it because he doesn't like licorice.
Tom, Jeanette took you off because you don't like licorice either.
Yeah, I know.
Almonds and licorice. No, you're out.
No, I like almonds. I don't like
Just marzipan.
marzipan. It's just disgusting, really.
Man after my own heart.
And licorice.
You're weird. Fair of
licorice.
you.
Um,
Sherbet fountains, though.
No,
Yum.
I did like the sherbet. I used to throw the licorice bit away
Oh.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Yeah.
because it
Do you
tastes
remember
horrible.
when they were a tube of licorice and you used to suck the sherbet through the hollow tube?
Yeah, I still used
But
to
when
chuck
you
it away.
suck the licorice for so long, the tube would seal up and you trying to get the sherbet up, and
Well,
then
no,
you had to just pour it out.
Because what you do is you throw the licorice away because it's like rubbish.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
You open up the top a bit more, and then down it
Oh.
goes. The nice sherbet bit.
Yeah,
Have you tried
absolutely.
salted licorice? I get some from Sweden that's really salty. It's
No,
quite nice.
I
It's,
don't-
it's weird,
It's-
but
it's-
nice.
They make it even worse.
I don't mind the like shoestrings. You know, like the red.
Oh, they're not licorice.
They're
No,
not
It's-
licorice, though, are they?
They're
Yeah,
not
it's
licorice,
fondant.
exactly. That's why they're quite nice.
That's why you like them.
Yeah.
Right. So I should be keeping an eye on
Yeah,
the boat.
should keep an
while we're
eye on the
chatting
vote.
about
So
this.
let's
Yeah.
take that one off and put that one back. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have two sweets of the weeks to choose between. You want to say something?
Tony James. Now,
Yeah.
there's a man with taste. Look.
What is it? Dib dabs.
Can't
Can't
eat
eat licorice. The devil's confectionery.
There we go. What
He
would
knows
you like?
nothing. It's
What
just
do
a
you
good
like,
thing.
people? Apart from Tony, nice to see you, Tony. Thanks for coming along. Dip dab or sherbet fountains, people? What are you saying? I'm looking at it here. I'm just going to read some of the comments as I go back. Steve Smith talking to Adi says pink flamingo. Joe Lee says pure class. Yeah, I think he is, Joe, and it's nice to see you here. Annie says, hi, sorry I'm late. No worries, Annie. You come when you want. Don't have to come. If you do, it's great. Brenda says, lovely music. What else are people saying? Tracy says, brilliant, AD. Never seen AD before, so that's nice. She's going dip dab. Don't like licorice. Think on, Jeanette. Hearing it from the people, Jeanette. You need to think about this.
You're all weird. All
Tony,
right.
we've already said what Tony says. Sandy's going sherbet fountains. Helen saying now they have horrible plastic tops. Oh, on the sherbet. Yeah, I saw a thing and you'd sort of pull it out. It's so the sherbet doesn't escape, I think, when you're sort of transporting it. Yeah.
In what? The dip dabs? Or
No,
the
in the sherbet. So if you have, you know where I used to think it looked like dynamite. So where the
in
little bit of
fountain.
licorice comes out, and in between that and the sherbet, there's a little plug
yeah.
that they put in. Oh no, my sister, she says she loves licorice.
Yeah, she's all right. She's
Put
the
her on the
sensible one in the family.
Steve Smith, he's going dib dab. Michelle is going one vote for dib dab for me. Mum doesn't like either. Oh, Anne, I don't blame you. Irene, she's going sherbet fountain all the way. And Annie Bowden-Casson says sherbet fountain gets her vote. So Jeanette's going to count those up and I'll let her do that. Keep them coming in. We're going to pop away to have another song for Mady. I think I'll take you two off the screen, you beautiful people, except the ones that like licorice, and you'll be back in a minute. You go to your room and have a think about liking licorice for a while, will you? While we bring back Mr. Adi Johnson onto the screen. AD, hello, sir.
Again.
Hello again, sir. We're going to try and move things along pretty swiftly, so I'll try not to chat too much. Hope you don't mind, but I do need to know dip dab or sherbet fountain, AD, for you.
I have to say I'm with you on John on that one because I don't like licorice either.
Praise the Lord. She's crying crazy underneath. She can't hear you. She can hear you, but no, you can't see her.
Yeah.
She's crazy about that. Another man after my own heart. Good man.
No, horrible stuff. Very, yeah. I almost got turned on to it. I had a Finnish girlfriend once, and it's very big in Finland, isn't it?
Is it?
Licorice, yeah. They really go for it. They get like really salty varieties, and they get we're quite into it. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, you had
I
me.
wonder it didn't work out, you know.
You had me. I had a Finnish girlfriend once. I thought that was quite exotic. Yeah, that's lovely. Anyway, AD, do you fancy singing another song?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, wonderful AD Johnson.
You got a girl, she's your sweet pea. She whispers sweet nothings, keeps you company. Oh, you got a girl, she's your best friend. Get down on one knee, boy, and vow your love to the end. Well, my love's just a faint memory. I was blind, I could not see, but there's one who's faithful to me. Yeah, I got my sleeping dog. Oh, you got Jesus, you wash away your sins, nothing but His blood will make you whole again. Oh, you got Jesus, I pray and He'll forgive by the act of God's mercy. You will be redeemed. No one's gonna save my soul or forgive me for my wrongs. I'm a lost cause, so I'm told, but at least a good man, my sleeping dog. Oh, you got a curse on high up on the hill. Well, you're getting married for good or ill. Oh, you got a curse on, it's your weekend home. Do you look down on the street below? Well, no one's gonna save my soul or forgive me for my wrongs. Yeah, I'm a lost cause, so I'm told, at least a good man. I got my sleeping dog, sleeping dog.
Oh, I cannot hear you.
Sorry, I had the mute button
Oh,
on.
it's all right.
That was lovely, AD. New song?
Yeah. I guess. Well, it's newish. It's I've played it at a few gigs earlier this year, so sort of working on that one.
It's nice.
It's
Nice
fresh.
tune. I look forward to hearing the recording. Lovely to hear it live. Thank you very much, Adi. We're going to have you back in a minute. We're just going to announce the Sweet of the Week, couple of little features, and then we'll be back to you shortly. Thank you very much, sir. See you in a sec.
See you in a bit.
And then I'm going to bring back Mr. Tom of Hardy fame and Jeanette of Lions fame. Where is she? The adjudicator. There she is.
Yeah. Adjudicator glasses on now.
They
Just
made
say
from
quickly
licorice.
to Adi that if he hears this, the Black and Blue is a great song too, says Steve Smith. What else? Helen Savage says brilliant, Adi. And Annie says love Adi's voice. I had the pleasure of seeing him live at the Warm and Toasty Club a few years ago, so that's nice to hear. I think Adi can hear that in the background. He's underneath the desk at the moment. He will be back with his man laying down on the floor with his tabouret. Right. Anyway, Jeanette, you've been adding up the Sweet of the Week. How's it looking?
It's looking not as close as last week.
No.
People are a bit shy with their votes, so there's not that many votes, but there is a clear winner. Wouldn't necessarily be my choice, but are you ready?
Yes.
And here it is.
Yes. Well done. Sweet of the Week is the Dip Dab. I've seen Deborah. Did you get Deborah Page's vote? Hi, Deborah.
No.
Well, she's just
with
a Dip Dab, which makes it even more so.
I can add it because that's an easy one. Changing a 5 to a 6.
Easy Dip Dab, ladies and gentlemen, is the Sweet of the Week.
Yeah, Mum, can we have some sweets all day long? We dream of sweets, of getting lovely treats from our mum. Oh, it's the Sweet of the Week. Come on and shout yum yum. Go tell everyone. It's the Sweet of the Week. The Sweet of the Week. Thanks, Mum. Oh, I love you. And I love sweets too. Thank you.
Sorry, I had a bit of time on hand the other week.
Too.
Well done. I'm delighted. No disrespect to the sherbet fountain. No disrespect to people like Jeanette who love licorice. But I, for one, will be celebrating it far and wide at the Dib Dab ones or the Dip Dab. Got to say it right, haven't I? Right, we're running low on time, so I better push on. And there's a hello from a lady, one of our regulars. It's called Jan the Nan. She's a marvellous lady. She was born in Alloa in Scotland, and she's one of 22 children. And she's still there, making us laugh, having a go at us. But I just want to share a little message from her. I went to where she lives the other day, and I stood a good distance away. And on the spot, I just said, "Hey, do you want to fancy having a little hello to the gang?" So this is Jan the Nan saying hello to everybody.
Hello, it's Jan the Nan here. I hope you're all right, Jeanette and Tom. I do miss you all. I really miss everybody. I miss Jono too, but he's here. So hope to be back soon. All right? Love you all. Bye.
Jan the Nan.
Do you know what? That's brought a tear to my eye. I miss her so much.
Oh, Jeanette.
I really do. And I spoke to Gwen yesterday on her birthday, and I miss everyone so much.
Yeah, happy birthday to Gwen for yesterday. 88 years old. We put it on the Facebook. Another of our regulars at the normal memory afternoons, not the online ones. And best wishes to you, Jan and Ellie and all your family. And we will see you soon. We're just waiting for them to tell us when. You know, I think I'm asking a question of the government for their evening things. Hopefully they'll select it and bring forth the actual memory afternoons, and we'll be back in the community again. Until then, we'll see you soon. Thanks very much, Jan. So we're going to go over to you, Jeanette. We have a poem of the week. I'm going to say bye to Tom for a moment and let you get on with the poem of the week.
Okay, well, we were just talking about birthdays then, with it being Gwen's birthday yesterday. And the other day, it was somebody else's birthday, one of my favourite poets. And he wrote a poem about his birthday, and it's called On Sharing a Birthday by Brian Bilston. It's important to share, or so I've been taught, to show kindness to others, to be a good sport. But now all of those teachings have taken a bump, for I share my birthday with Donald Trump. For years I knew not of this dark, dreadful fate, and with ignorant bliss I honoured the date. But then it got hijacked, sullied, gazumped by a self-serving bigot, a foul gibber lump. I'd be happy to share an invasion of fleas, a mouldy bread roll, an infectious disease, 2 nights away at a toxic waste dump, but please, not my birthday with that sewage pump. Some alternative days that he might like to try. 12th February, 33rd July, and a few party games in case he gets stumped. Pass the buck, pin the blame, take a big running jump. But 14th of June should be free of riffraff, for it's me and Boy George, Alan Carr, Steffi Graf. How I hope that these words will give him the hump. Find a new birthday, you deranged orange chump. That was On Sharing a Birthday by Brian Bilston.
Thank you very much, Jeanette. That's Jeanette with a poem of the week. I was going to say month, but we're weekly now. Yes, that was different.
Well, he's not my favourite person, but you know, there are other orange presidents available.
Are there? Okay.
No, probably not. Thank goodness.
I'm going to move it on just a tad because I think I'm trying to, you know what I'm trying to do? Tell us, people, give us your feedback. I'm trying to make the show as close to an hour as possible. And I kind of want us to have another run at it. But I talk too much, Jeanette, Tom, chat too much, and we love it because we love being with you. And this is the nearest we can get to being with you. We imagine we're sort of like in a memory afternoon, in a group, in a circle, and we're chatting away and having a laugh. So it's lovely to be with you. But if there's things that you think you can get rid of, you're not sure about that, or you'd prefer it to be less time that we're here for, do let us know. It's good to have feedback. I'm hard on ourselves, but I kind of want it to be nice for you guys. So I don't know what you think, Jeanette.
I would happily sit here for hours chatting with you, Tom, and then reading all the comments and interacting with people. I love it, but I do understand that people have to get on with their lives and their days, and that, you know, it's probably quite tiring as well for you because you have to organize it. I just turn up. There's a poem.
No, but you're a big part of it. You're a co-host, you know, and you do your poem. You do lots of little things that are rather fabulous. So
I really enjoy it. You know that I've enjoyed it for years. I love it.
It's the nearest we can get, isn't it, to being with everybody? And so it's lovely to do. It's just having a laugh, really. Anyway, we should get Mr. A.D. Johnson back on.
I may not marry him now, though. Now that he doesn't like licorice, weirdo. like it was my choice.
Like you have a say in it. You're making him very uncomfortable.
Right, he could have been the next Mr. Lines. No, I'm just joking.
You've had a right escape there, AD.
Yeah, he has.
Right, anyway, let me bring him back on screen. I'll take you off because you're a little bit saucy.
I know. Wrong person. I'll just stay here. I'll just talk about A.D. Johnson. He's a very good singer.
Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Let's bring A.D. Johnson back. Poor lad having to listen to that sort of behaviour. Sorry about that, AD.
I don't know where to put myself.
No, I'm with you all the way. She's trouble.
No,
she's
very lovely indeed. And
anyway,
I'm sure.
Just going to ask you a quick thing.
Oh yes.
What age were you when you started making music?
15, I think. I came to it quite late because, I got a guitar for my 16th birthday, but I sort of had it like a few months before or something. So it was around about that sort of age.
And you studied in music because you know your ability is insane on the guitar.
Well, yeah. So at school, I didn't. I had music wasn't on the radar at all, really. I think I got like 1% or something in my music exam at school or something like that. But then, so over the years, I learned classical guitar and played in many bands and this kind of thing. And then, in my mid-20s, I went to Colchester Institute and studied a degree in classical guitar performance. So I was a late bloomer, I guess, in that respect.
Just looking at a couple of comments. Hannah Savage says, "Brilliant, AD."
Oh,
Yes.
Hi, Hannah.
Sandra Collins says, "Great voice." And there's lots of other comments, people saying how great you sound. I think we should just get on with the last song, if that's okay with you, kind sir. It's been a pleasure having you with us. So we'll come back after this is finished and say our last goodbye. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, once again, he's here. He's live. It's Adi Johnson.
And an appropriately titled number, at least, called "Put the World on Standby." I put a chance with Roz and Rose. Or maybe I took the wrong dose. Don't think it agreed with me, mercurial me. Who'd have thought a flower so pretty could do such a thing indeed? I find a place they can't find me, and draw the bolt and turn the key. I need some time to myself, all to get well. I hold my roller ball on my notes on life and alright. Oh, I don't need the world today. Oh no, and the world it won't need me anyway. So I put the world on standby, and it can wait for just one day. There's a girl from overseas. I don't know her and she don't know me. Her bell rings out of the silence, bringing Lennon's words of love. Makes me wonder at times like these if someone's helping from above. Oh, I don't need the world today. Oh no, oh, and the world it won't need me anyway. So I put the world on standby, and it can wait for just one day. I don't need the one today. Oh no, and the world it won't need me anyway. So I put the world on standby, and it can wait for just one day. I put the world on standby. Thank you very much.
I thought that was a false ending. I wasn't sure if you were going to come back with a bit.
And the screen hadn't frozen. Just I thought about
Hurrah!
holding it a bit longer, you know. But
Adi, that was lovely.
it's been a real pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
It's been refreshing hearing sort of like some original music. It mixes it up, and you write lovely songs. Though I must admit, it'd be great if you come back and be with us again, and perhaps do Blackbird, because I know you do a great version of Blackbird.
Yeah. Yeah, and maybe some requests that other people have sort of mentioned today is really sweet. So maybe I can do that for them next time.
Yeah. Sandy says, great voice. My comments are a little bit out of date here. I'm sure you'll catch up with them. Adi, before you go, and before we go, tell us, where can people find you online?
Yeah, I've got a website which kind of needs updating, but it's www.adyjohnson.co.uk. So that's ADY Johnson. And you can also find all my merchandise and stuff, T-shirts and CDs, etc. at adyjohnson.bandcamp.com.
Brilliant. I've put up your homepage, your official website, and I'll put up the others shortly. Thanks for being with us, Adi. It was a real treat.
Yeah, it's lovely to see you all, actually. It's been the most sociable experience I've had in the last 3 months. So thank you for enabling that to happen. Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
You're welcome. We're going to just say goodbye. I'll leave you on the screen if that's okay.
Yeah.
I just want to say thanks to Jeanette and Tom as always. I know Tom puts a lot of work in behind the scenes. Jeanette just eats a lot of licorice. Thanks to you both. And mostly thanks to all the people out there for tuning in and supporting what we do. And this is the nearest we're getting to Memory Afternoons, but it's just for a short period. It'll be back. Thanks also. JT Afrique for the shirt. They made it to order. Yes, indeed. I thought I'd mention those. Thank you to the National Lottery Community Fund who fund our work. Anybody out there that hasn't got a newsletter, any of our regulars and want one sent, please do let us know. Leave a comment. Tell us what you think of what we're doing. Hopefully you're enjoying it. I think you are. Adi was brilliant. Jeanette and Tom were brilliant, other than the issue with the licorice.
Licorice.
Yeah. Anything to add, Jeanette and Tom, before we say goodbye?
Just that I miss everyone and look forward to speaking, writing, communicating with you all again next week.
Tom?
Well, yeah, all of that, apart from Jeanette. Of course, we don't really want to talk to Jeanette.
Oh.
with her licorice fetish.
I know where you live. I'm going to put marzipan and licorice through your letterbox.
Thank you. That'd be lovely.
Yeah, and a meringue for Johnnos, yeah?
No, Adi, don't give them ideas, because these things happen when you say that. God, no.
Salted licorice for Adi. I've got loads of salted licorice all the way from Sweden. That's where I get my stack.
Well, you don't know where I live.
Yeah.
I do.
Oh, damn.
Oh, you do, don't you? Yes. Oh, yes, you have. Yeah.
Previous
Yeah.
person that lived there.
What's your favourite food, Jono?
My favourite food?
Yeah.
My favourite food is what somebody used to call a buffet. A buffet. I like lots of salads. I like salmon, smoked salmon. And lots of salads and nicely made. I like really homemade ratatouille. I like kind of Mediterranean foods of late. So I would have
born to buffet.
A what buffet?
You were born to buffet.
I was born to buffet. There's probably a song in there, but we got to go. It's 28 minutes past 2. Thanks, guys. Thanks for being with us. Thanks to the Adi, Jeanette and Tom. We'll play you out with our guest from next week, Marina Florence.
We've all got a tale to tell. Times were not always so. But putting it all aside, maybe through by and by, it's warm and toasty in here.